We were sold the dream of having it all and we can have it all.
I don't know what all is. What having it all, I think, is being content. And I think trying to be content is not having it all.
Yeah. See, I feel like I've completely come to reject hustle culture, really. And I bought into it for such a long time and felt my sense of worth was so tied up to productivity.
Yeah.
And I feel like really blessed to be getting older, where now I feel
Yes.
contentment is probably my greatest achievement.
When you're first starting, there is that, you know, you're a people pleaser.
As a woman,
Yeah.
I don't see so many guys coming through the younger ranks of the
course
industry
not.
pleasing people. If you know your motorsport, you will know today's guest. Even if you don't know your motorsport, you'll probably have seen her from anything from the Gadget Show to Escape to the Country. She was the first ever female lead presenter on Formula E. She's also a Formula One presenter and a mum of three, all-round Wonder Woman. It's Nicki Shields.
Oh.
Nikki, welcome.
It's just nice to see you in the flesh.
I know.
I want to touch you. Is that weird? We can touch. There we go. There. Can I come closer? Just sit on your lap.
I know, because we communicate so much
I
on
know,
social media
we
that
do.
it's lovely to actually see the full version of you.
Yeah. Well, often I think with sports presenters, we don't, female sports presenters, it's normally like one or other. We never actually get to work together.
Exactly.
But maybe in the future we can.
Yeah, I know. And I think that whenever I do get to, it just makes the whole job so much lovelier because it's a different vibe when you get, and no one else really gets it, I think, other than another female sports presenter, or certainly not another one who travels a lot and has kids at home.
Yeah.
We'll get to all of that.
I feel like this is more of a therapy session.
know, it will be.
I'm ready. I'm going to feel so much lighter leaving.
Take a lie down, make yourself comfortable. We've got a box of tissues somewhere. No, but we've been starting these conversations by asking a dear friend of yours, a sister from another mister, questions about you that will give us a bit more insight into how your friends see you. And so I would love for you to guess the answers that might have been given. So you kindly gave me 3 different friends.
I did.
And Bex got back to me straight away.
Oh,
so I
bless
didn't even message the others.
Oh, bless her.
And her answers were beautiful.
Oh,
So
well done, Bex. I didn't even tell her in advance that you were going to. I just didn't get round to telling her. Because, you know, life, how life is.
Yeah.
Moved on. Sent you a number. And then this morning I was like, oh, I forgot to mention. Orla was probably going to be in touch. She was like, yes, she was.
Well, I think that's a very good sign, Nikki, because you didn't have to pre-warn her to be nice about you. So
she knew the job. Yeah, great.
She knows the drill. So what do you think she said when I asked Bex, what do you love most about Nikki?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you didn't even know what the questions were.
No, I didn't know what the questions were. What does she love most about me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's really hard. Oh, crikey. What does she love most about me? Oh, I mean, I don't know if she loves it or probably hates it, but that I'm a complete nutter.
She didn't say that, no? Shall I just tell you?
I'm a loyal friend.
Okay, that's close. That's close to the mark. Yeah. She said the fact that you're such a pure of heart person.
Oh,
not a bad bone in your body.
Oh,
she
bless
said
her.
she's one of the good ones. Also excellent dress sense.
Oh, thanks, Bex. That's so sweet.
And I'm going to get to that in a bit because we're going to share love of fashion, which I think is probably what drew me to you
And
the
vice
most,
versa.
as well as the kids and the sport and all the rest of it. But I also asked her, what is your most ridiculous habit?
Ooh.
What do you think she might have said to that? These are hard. I wouldn't
What is
want
my most ridiculous habit? I mean, probably trying to cram like a gazillion things into one day, which is, I should probably just try not to.
That's quite close, actually. Her answer was telling you she'll be ready in 5, 10 or 15 minutes when we know it will be closer to 60. I felt so seen when I read that answer.
Yeah, always late. Like,
do you know what,
I mean,
though?
I don't even start getting ready until the time I'm supposed to be leaving the house.
Do you do what I do, which is wait around for a long time to then be late?
Yeah.
I like sit and think I've got all the time in the world and I'm just going to rest a minute.
Just gonna chill.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be there in 2 minutes.
Have a shower and then I just lie on my bed. But I just sometimes feel like I need that time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm conjuring up my energy for the night ahead. Oh, I'm late.
I've read actually, and everything that you read on Instagram is obviously true.
100%.
Medical fact. I have read that people who are chronically late are actually chronically optimistic. That they are glass half full people.
Eternally. Exactly. Like I never intend to be late.
Yeah.
I just always think it's going to take less time. Like I can get ready in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Whereas actually it turns out that actually if you timed me, that doesn't take 5 minutes.
See, I'm still under the illusion that I can take 5 minutes. My problem is I don't. But I think I can. But I've maybe just never tested it enough.
I read somewhere, they were like, tell someone that's usually late that 5 minutes is 300 seconds. And they probably won't be late again because 300 seconds actually doesn't sound like very long. Whereas 5
See, that
minutes...
doesn't work on me because I think 300 seconds, that sounds quite long.
Oh, okay.
It's a couple hundred.
Yeah.
My family did this thing to me, actually. Myself and my husband were quite bad at timekeeping together anyway. And so they used to tell us an hour difference as to what time we're supposed to be there for. So dinner, they would say, is at 7 o'clock when actually it was 8 o'clock, except then it backfired. So when they started to tell us the right time, we would always turn up an hour late because we assumed they were telling us the wrong time.
Okay, because I was going to say, I cannot believe to this date, my husband still tells me the actual time he wants to leave the house. And I'm like, are you for real? Did you think you want to leave the house at 11 and you tell me 11 and that's going to happen? Like, lie.
I like you've made it his fault.
100%. Like, you know me so well. Like, use me to help you. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's definitely his fault.
Yeah. The next question I had was, what should you give up?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
what should I give up?
Yeah.
Well, it probably goes back to the maybe give up trying to fit in so many things into my life. But also, I just need to really give up eating so much chocolate and sweets.
Oh, right. Do you? That wasn't the answer.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Is that a short-term energy boost thing?
Definitely. Haven't had time to have a proper lunch, so I'll snack on whatever's nearby.
Do you keep a handbag full of quick release sugar? That's what I do.
Otherwise, it's more like I should buy like a bag of nuts.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah. That wasn't the answer.
Okay.
Her answer was actually, what should you give up? Ideas of moving out of London to the country. I like this because it harks back to your early television career.
Oh my God, that's so
on
funny.
Escape to the Country.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you dream of moving out of London to the country?
No.
And is that never going to happen? You don't
I
dream
don't
about it?
dream about it.
Oh, I see.
But I think we're going to.
Oh, right.
So I grew up in Twickenham, Richmond, on the tube. I now live in Chiswick, on the tube. Travel. I mean, the thing is, my commute is 9 times out of 10 to Heathrow Airport.
Yeah.
So I don't actually really need to be in London. My husband works from home, and so we don't really need to be in London. And the fact that we have 3 children and our garden is honestly the size of a postage stamp, and we have these like wonderful, gorgeous glass bifold doors that my son now uses as his football training practice.
Okay.
So those bifolds are going to be smashed any day now. And I'm like, we need to move. Like, honestly, you wouldn't believe how glass can bend.
Oh, really?
The impact that the football has on those bifold doors. Like, oh my God. So I think we're going to take the plunge and move out of London. But it's quite a hard decision.
Yeah, that's huge if you've never lived outside
Exactly.
of London.
And everyone tells me that it's going to be fine. Bex does not tell me it's going to be fine because she doesn't want me to go.
Okay, I was going to ask this, you see. So she's in London, I guess.
Yeah, she's in London. She
doesn't want you to move.
No, she doesn't want me to move. No, she's against that idea.
Yeah.
And I can see she keeps sending me like other properties.
Oh, I see. Around your area. Yeah.
But I really think, and you'll understand this as well, it's so hectic life. It would be really nice to just walk into the house and have space and not need to leave the house. I want to come back and just you know, on the 2 months that we get good weather. Don't know what we're going to do for the other 10 months. But I would just like to be able to like go into the garden and just play football with the kids or just have a trampoline and just chill.
Yeah.
Or maybe like do some exercise in the garden.
Yeah.
Have space to exercise. I haven't exercised since I had Arthur. That was nearly 7 years ago. It's his birthday this week. 7 years.
Oh, congratulations. That's lovely.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would just be nice to just find peace at home rather than at the moment when we're at home, all we do is I'm trying to entertain them, or it's like, where should we go?
Yeah.
Let's go to the park.
Yeah.
Let's go to the skate park. Let's go to the gym. You know, the sort of, you know, family club that we go to. So it would just be nice to just say, let's stay at home.
It's really hard, I think, as well, because this stage in life, for me anyway, I've got 2 young kids, not as young as yours, but 11 and 7. So my youngest is the same age as your eldest. We've also got a cat and a dog, and we live in central Amsterdam. So we are living on top of each other. Again, a postage stamp of a backyard. It's not even a garden. And yet I know there's a part of me, a big part of me, that will look back on this time as maybe the happiest time of my life.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And having the kids so close that there's no escape.
That is also true. Yeah,
But
you're not going off into a playroom anymore.
It's a home that's full of life
Yeah.
and humans and all of their friends running in and out all of the time, and so full of love that when I'm getting frustrated about the fact that there's nowhere I can go to be by myself in my home, including the toilet, because my children decide that's when they're coming in to have a chat.
Oh,
No such thing as privacy.
Of course.
But I also know that this is the apex of living, really.
Yeah, that's so lovely though. No, it's nice to have them close by. I just
Not
want them
that
too
close all the time.
Yeah. I just want to be able to say, go run.
Yeah.
Go jump on a trampoline or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they're still a bit young and have a lot of energy.
Yeah, because your youngest is
2.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
different. That's a
6,
different ball game.
4 and 2.
Yeah,
2 boys and a girl. I mean, the youngest is a girl, so obviously she's already like, I mean, so sophisticated, so mature. She can talk. I mean,
wow.
she knows the days of the week in the right order. She can get herself dressed. She is by the front door ready with her bag, her lunchbox, her shoes on. I mean,
That's incredible. Well done.
and well, I've done nothing. She's just a girl. And the other 2 are boys.
Yeah, I don't know though if it's a younger thing as well though,
And a
because
little
my
bit of
son
that.
is great at just getting himself ready to get out the door.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's never
Interesting.
been
Your youngest.
my youngest.
Okay.
Because he's never had me
Be there
giving
doing it for him.
all of my attention.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
has to do it a little
Yeah.
bit himself, which is lovely.
Yeah.
I have one last question that I asked for Bex,
Oh, yeah.
to Bex rather, which is, what fills your cup?
What fills my cup? I mean, that has to be my family, my friends, my kids, people with like good energy. I just
got
like
it.
my colleagues. Like, I just love being with people.
Exactly right. She said, you're beautiful 3 kids, you're a super mama with a heart emoji, and also time with your girlfriends.
Yes. Love my girls. And yeah, and I'm lucky that I feel like over, you know, my life, I've got sort of girlfriends from different pockets, whether it's from school, from uni, from work, through motorsport. And actually went to Lisbon recently. It had been a long time coming with my old school friends, 6 of us. And oh my God, it was just so good. Just 2 nights of just laughing
I love that.
and just chatting and laughing and chatting.
That's
just
the one
so
thing I
dreamy.
fear about this phase in life, because it is so busy. If you've got young kids in particular, I don't take enough time
No.
to go away with girlfriends
Never.
and spend time away from the family. Partly because I think, like you, I spend a lot of time away from
100%.
home because of work.
Yeah.
And it's not even, and I want to get onto this in a bit, but it's not even parental guilt. It's more, I want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
I want to be with them when I can.
Totally.
You know?
Well, so this had been in the pipeline, honestly, for about 2 years. And typically we booked it about 9 months ago. And everyone was like, well, we're free.
Yeah, yeah.
Nikki,
are
it's-
you the one
it's-
in the group?
Of course.
We're all waiting
I'm
for
like,
you. Yeah,
well, I
yeah.
can't do this weekend. I can't do this. So eventually we found a date, booked it in. And of course, it turns out that it's bang slap in the middle of a run of 6 weekends when I'm away back to back. I was like, damn it. Obviously, that wasn't the plan when we booked it 9
Yeah.
months in advance. But anyway, it was still fine. I'm like, do you know what? what's another weekend away? We're away so many. What's another one?
If you're enjoying this conversation, then I really want you to know that it's all thanks to Sisterly, an amazing supplement for women that I take every single day. At Sisterly, we're all about supporting female health, not just with great nutrition, but with 360 wellness, which is why this podcast is all about releasing the pressure to keep up and giving us a moment of connection. That is what your sisterly fix is all about. Okay, now you're in the know, let's get back to the chat. How do you manage all that travel then? The travel, but also... No, actually, I want to ask about you, first of all, not in terms of being a mother, but traveling is something for work in particular that looks really glamorous and looks really fun. And it is exhausting. Staying well, staying healthy, mentally and physically, for me is a massive challenge when I'm away from home.
Yes.
How do you manage that?
I don't know if I do.
Really? Do you get sick though?
Well, I've actually had, I blame my dad for that. He gave me a cough at Christmas and we've all still got it, me and my dad and Elira. But how do I actually stay well? I mean, I think I just make sure what I do is when I've been away, I will always try and keep the Monday free. So I have it as like I could literally call it my zombie day. And it's my day of I'll just sort the house out, like, boring things, like even though we actually on a Monday we have our cleaner, I will still sort out, because it's just things like all the kids' clothes. I always come back to, and I love my husband and he does a brilliant job, but it is like I come back and it's like a bit of an explosion at home, even though I know he's trying really hard to keep it tidy. And I did for a period go, look, we've got 3 kids, we've got these crazy lives, let's just be okay with a messy house.
This is the advice people give.
I'm not okay with a messy house.
I know.
It stresses me more. Yeah. I get so stressed. I become a horrible person when the house is messy.
And resentful.
Because my brain can't cope with the kids and the craziness and the mess on top. And I can't think straight. So if I have a tidy house, that's actually really important for me. Like if I can come back to it, which is why we always have cleaner on a Monday morning. Because it's just like, that for me, I get my zen because I can think being in the house. And if I can do that, then I can cope with everything else. But yeah, the whole actually traveling and being away, you know, there's no doubt it is really hard. On the positive, it's actually an amazing break from the kids. And so I really feel for my husband who never gets a break. You know, okay, he might go to the pub with the boys one night, but it's not a proper, you know, I get 5 days and I don't think, obviously I think about the kids, but I don't think about the logistics of things. Once I leave, this wasn't when the kids were really young and babies, like that was a whole other thing. But where we're at now, I am not responsible for who is picking them up on a Thursday from nursery if I'm not there. I am handing that responsibility over. Yeah. And I'll have put things in place. But if something goes wrong, do not contact me to sort it out. Contact whoever it is that needs to be contacted. I am at work. Yeah. And it's really nice to just have 4 or 5 days where I don't have to think about the washing and the lunchbox and the Sainsbury's order and the party and
isn't it mad though that your work becomes the holiday? Yes. And this is the problem I have sometimes because I love my work. Yeah. I forget that it's not a holiday, that it's actually also exhausting. Yeah. And so taking time away from work or parenting and finding a slice of time that's just for you is really hard.
It's so hard. Like I was actually just saying to the girls outside that my me time this morning was going to the hygienist. And I was like, I have so little self-care in my life. I just sat at the hygienist for 20 minutes while she did whatever she did to my teeth. And I was like, this to me is my self-care. I was like, oh my God, there's something wrong with this.
This reminds me of when I just had my daughter, Eve, and I'm full-time mothering and I had a dental appointment. And I had nobody to look after my baby because we don't live near to family, which
that
is
must be hard
really hard.
Yeah.
And also wonderful. You come to rely on friends in a totally different
That's
way.
lovely. That's special.
But we lived in London at the time. And so I had shared this with a male friend of mine. And he said, I'll come and look after Sophie. I said, her name's Eve. But yeah, come. You're filling me with confidence here. He's one of my best friends. He kept calling her Sophie the entire time. Yes,
so
her
funny.
name is... So he came to look after Eve while I went for root canal treatment.
Oh, that's quite a biggie.
And I genuinely have never felt as free in my life before or since.
That's so
that when
good.
I'm lying there getting root canal treatment, I'm thinking, even though he doesn't know her name, my daughter is safe with my friend and I am free to be out in the world without that attachment.
Oh, that is brilliant.
And I'm not sure that's healthy.
It's not. It's definitely not. Yeah, I mean, I feel like hygienist is better than a root canal.
Yeah, you win.
I know. I was working at the weekend and have a lovely makeup artist, and we'd had a dinner in the glamorous Holiday Inn hotel, which is near Brands Hatch. She'd had 3 glasses of wine, and I was like, I don't have time to go to the hairdressers. She's like, I'll cut it for you. I was like, brilliant, because I just had these awful like ratty ends, and I haven't had time for the last 3 months. I haven't had time to get the hairdressers, and so we literally went to the reception, asked for some scissors, these little office scissors. They were honestly awful. And
she was 3 glasses of wine deep.
She was 3 glasses of
It
red
looks
wine
amazing.
in. There we go. What do you think?
Has she ever cut hair before?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
We just went with the choppy zigzag look. But it was just, again, like a reminder of that, yeah, it's really hard to find the time to do those things, because when you're not working, I want every second to be with the kids, because there is that guilt. And it's like, I want to, so obviously on a Monday, like I want to, which is why we're not going to go for that lovely dinner tonight that we want to do. It's because I want to be there back to pick up the kids from nursery, because I know on Wednesday I'm leaving again. So, yeah, it's really, really hard to find that juggle. I don't think anyone really
Well, this
can
is what I was
master
going
it.
to ask, because I think for so many years we were sold the dream of having it all and we can have it all. Do you think we can?
I don't know what all is. What is all? Like, I think what having it all, I think, is being content. And that is such a different thing. And I think trying to be content is not having it all.
Yeah.
And you're only going to like be content if you can find that happiness within and with your family. And like, I look at like my parents and I feel like they're so content and it's so lovely. And my mum works in a little like cloak fashion shop. You'd love it. On a Monday morning and a Tuesday morning, 4 hours, each morning. And my dad's just retired and he does his day on a Saturday at the local estate agent. And then they sort of potter around. Thankfully, they save time in their diary to look after my children.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which is huge. Yeah. And they make time to see their friends and be social and do the things that's important to them and go for a walk together. And they've found like the balance of being
for a
content
walk together.
Yeah, every day they go for either a walk or they go to their gym together. My mum goes to her Pilates class and my dad does some weights.
Does he?
Yeah, he now has a bad back. Keep telling him, don't do the weights. But it's that, I just feel like they found like a really lovely rhythm. And their priority has always been us and their grandkids and working to have a certain level of lifestyle, but they're never gonna kill themselves to get this crazy lifestyle that I think now not all, but some of us are driven because of probably, I don't know why, what we see online, and everyone's work harder, but it's about working smarter. But how do you work smarter without working harder?
See, I feel like I've completely come to reject hustle culture, really, and I bought into it for such a long time and felt my sense of worth was so tied up to productivity. Yeah. And I feel like really blessed to be getting older, where now I feel contentment is probably my greatest achievement.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And being happy with what I have. And I mean, fundamentally happy. Yeah. I'm so grateful that I don't look on Instagram mostly and look at other people's lives and wish I had it.
Yeah.
But rather I look at what I've got and
go, that's amazing.
what fills me up.
Yeah.
And I don't think that has to be the opposite of ambition. I think you can have both at the same time.
Well, that's so, because I think you are, correct me if I'm wrong, ambitious,
hugely
driven.
I'm restless, I think, maybe as much as ambitious, to be honest.
Always wanting to be busy.
Yeah.
Yes. But maybe it's because we love our work, I don't know. But if there was a Tuesday and I wasn't working, I wouldn't call a friend and just go for lunch.
Right.
I would, what could I do? I know that's been on my to-do list. I better email that. Exactly that. Like, I've got an idea that I've been wanting to do for ages. Let's do that. Or, I've been meaning to email that person about that idea. Let's do that. And I wish I just, in a way, could just go, do you know what? It's actually okay. Don't feel guilty. You can go for lunch with a friend on a Tuesday. But I don't know if it's a guilt thing. It's just maybe not something that
I think as well it's okay to embrace that.
Yeah.
I am okay. Like, I will meet my friends for coffee.
Yeah.
And we'll time it around. We're all super busy, but we'll time it around school drop off.
Yeah, exactly. That's always a good time.
They've got full-time jobs. I'm in and out of the city, Amsterdam, where I live. So we manage to find times at work, not often enough. But I've learned to be okay as well with always wanting to do. And I'm not sure if that's the same as ambition, in that I used to feel that my productivity again was linked to where I can take it to. I need to be successful at that for it to be worthy of my time. Now I feel like I need to enjoy it for it to be worthy of my time. And I'm becoming a little bit better at separating that external measure of ambition with my own. My own ambition, again, comes back to over and over again, being happy, which I think is hard enough sometimes because we complicate it, you know?
Yeah.
But one thing I do that I've started to do recently is always have a book on the go, which sounds, I mean, it's hardly revelatory.
No.
You know?
It
but
is,
the simplest little thing, I'll read a chapter and I'm like, oh, that's me reset and away from the screen.
Yeah. It's that, do you know, it's funny because whenever we went on holiday, it was probably about 6 months ago now, but I had a book with me and I got into it. It was amazing. And it was a really lovely way to switch up. Like, you know, the kids, I could hear them like playing and I was like, I'm going to get into my book. And yeah, psychologically, it really is like, it's almost like sort of mindfulness. It's just that break. It's that downtime where you're still doing something. Keeping your brain busy. I think we just have busy brains, don't we? But it does bring a bit of a sense of calm. Okay, I need some book recommendations.
Yeah, okay, I will share. There's this wonderful book I've just finished reading, which is All the Other Mums Hate Me. It is great. It's a thriller. It's a bit of a
I love a thriller.
It's a bit of a whodunit.
Brilliant. I'm there.
It's so wonderfully funny.
Okay, great.
It is brilliant. I'm a massive fan as well of female authors, and I feel like I wonder where you are with this. We've grown up in a very male hierarchical society. The rules are set by men. They still are. It's still a patriarchy. Both you and I work in very male dominated spaces. For me, I just always assumed that was natural. That's the way of natural selection. And I've come to realize actually that's just the way the rules have been set.
Yeah.
And I crave more and more female stories, female company, female energy in a way that I don't know if I knew was okay to crave when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's an age thing or whether we have more permission to celebrate our femaleness now than we did before.
100%. I mean, I remember like working in motorsport. I mean, we were joking earlier about how we love that we can wear, you know, it's like playing dress up. And and I have so much fun with that. But when I first started, I didn't have the confidence to do that. I wanted to just be like the boys.
Yes.
So I would wear jeans and trainers and a white top. And that was just to blend in and like fit in with the lads. And yeah, starting out in motorsport, I was honestly like a handful. I mean, thankfully we've had if that, you know, like in our core team, in our TV production crew, 1, 2,
yeah,
if that. And And you don't really realise at the time that has a massive impact.
Yeah.
And you naturally, of course, you're drawn to women, and it's just so much easier, and conversation flows so much more naturally. And you've just got, naturally, you have so many things in common, and it just is so easy. Whereas now in my production team, we're like predominantly women.
Really?
It's so nice. It's amazing. It's very special. In the core team.
Yeah.
So like my production manager, my producer, sometimes my floor manager.
Wow.
Are women, which is lovely. My PA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking of.
That's incredible.
Yeah, which is nice.
I'm really curious what you say about fashion and that self-expression.
I point to my ear.
I know what you meant.
People know that's the person that counts
you down
in my ear when I'm on air. In case you're wondering, like, what? Why is she touching her ear? She got a little friend in her ear. Her imaginary friend.
When you're talking about that self-expression sartorially on air. And I was thinking this about you earlier because, like I say, that's one thing I've always loved about what I see of you is your expression of fashion and your expression of personality through what you wear. And I've tried to do that really deliberately for a number of years. And I wonder whether we have more permission, more freedom to wear what we want now, or actually whether we stopped asking for permission. Because I feel like I had to push this for a long time. Either, in some cases in my previous job, verbally.
Yeah.
Much more subtly since then. But I know there's a resistance, there's a pushback. And I've got to stand true to why I want to express myself and why I want to be a certain version of femininity on air. But I just don't ask for permission. And I wonder whether you think we have more freedom or whether you cared about the permission element of it.
I think when you're first starting, there is that, you're a people pleaser. And
as a woman, I don't see so many guys coming through the younger ranks of the industry pleasing people.
Well, you just want to kind of like stay and make sure that, you're there next season and, you keep your job. Whereas I think I guess, with experience, I now know my worth and I feel like I can make those decisions, and it wouldn't even cross my mind to ask permission about what I was going to wear. I mean, I look back to in the early days, I always remember there was a thing, someone I used to work with was like, block colour. Let's just always wear block colour.
That was the obsession for such a long time.
It looks really good on screen, block colour. And you're like, well, it can't, I mean, you got a point. It does kind of look all right. But actually, it's not hugely fashionable.
Yeah.
Bright red tops and bright yellow jackets. And like, there was a time when actually like a bright pink suit did look really good. And I might be wearing another one this weekend. But like all the time, block colour. And you didn't want block colour in your wardrobe. So then you're like, well, if you want me wearing block colour, you can pay for that out of your own money. I'm not going to go out and make an effort. So I just sort of slowly stopped doing it. And I think they just got bored of asking.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you're not going to organise it, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I love being able to now experiment with clothes and just wear things that I feel good in. And
I feel like it's an armor.
And yeah, exactly. Whether it's you're dressing up for whatever that occasion is. Are you going to be like floaty and floral, or is it like you're power dressing, or it really depends on the job. But it's nice to sort of it's like playing dress up and getting into character a bit, isn't it?
100%. Because for me as well, like I'm quite open. I have anxiety, and there are days when I will wake up and feel the only thing I want to do is put the duvet over my head and just cry, and that's fine. But whenever you've got to be on television and be your biggest, boldest version of yourself, and give everyone else your energy, because that's what being a host is, isn't it? We are getting the best out of everybody else. It's not about us. That's when this term power dressing, it's not a power suit necessarily, but I'm dressing into my power. I'm dressing into a persona that I would not be able to access were it not for the clothes. If I'm wearing my regular clothes, which is quite honestly tracksuit
Yeah.
or jeans and a t-shirt and really not thinking and not even putting a brush through my hair, I can't be the biggest version of myself when I've put that little effort in, you know?
And it's the same for hair and makeup.
Yeah.
You know, why do we get our hair and makeup done?
Yeah.
Is it to please the men?
No!
Are you joking? I couldn't care less. And most of the time, the things I wear or the makeup I do doesn't please the men because it's like fairly on
And they
trend.
let you know anonymously
Oh
online.
my God. I genuinely don't think I've ever actually just had a nice comment like, that's a nice outfit. It's always some like a backhanded, weird sort of compliment, but actually it's like a funny joke. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not funny. Just shut up.
Yeah.
You can't be bothered to say like, I like what you're wearing. Just don't say anything. Like it's so boring. But back to the makeup is 100% for me, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like strong, and it makes me feel like I'm ready to go.
There's nothing like a compliment from another woman, is there?
I mean, that's all we really care about.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. It's true though, and I was having this conversation earlier as well about how women for such a long time have been pitted against each other, and I just don't buy this.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of competitive people, male or female, and I know that sometimes you can see another woman as being a rival, but that's not the default, and I think this is what we're taught. And I was at this school open day for my daughter recently, actually. And it's the school that she's ended up now going to. This school is really creative. It's really artsy, very theatre. And so there's mostly
Amazing.
girls at it, more girls than boys.
Lovely.
And one of the dads, as we were at the open day, said, and we're all parents of girls because it's a group of girlfriends together. And he said, hopefully he's not listening to this, he won't. He said in front of the girls, yeah, but, you know, there's a lot of girls at this school and we know what girls are like when they get together. I said, no, we don't. What are they like when they get
Well
together?
done, Orla.
Oh, I never do this. My daughter was
Brilliant.
like,
Yeah, good for you.
completely shocked.
No.
He said, well, you know, obviously they're just bitchy and they bring each other down. I said, actually, they don't.
No.
That is the narrative of the patriarchy that you're perpetuating.
Yeah.
We teach our girls to support each other, and that's what they do.
100%.
And my husband wasn't there, and he didn't, because I'm not confrontational. I'm loud, but I'm not confrontational. He didn't actually believe that I said it. And my daughter was like, yeah, she did. She did.
Well
I'm not sure if she was
done.
proud or a bit
Yeah.
embarrassed,
But
we don't need to buy that.
But that's what it's all about. We need the men to support us.
Yeah.
And
we do,
spread
by the
this
way.
word of how things need to change. And recently, so I also host British Touring Car.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, well done on that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's good fun,
Yeah.
actually. Taking over from Steve Ryder, who's
Oh.
like obviously
What
pretty
a
epic.
legend.
What a legend. But so Paul O'Neill, one of my pundits, posted a photo the other day, and a few people had actually noticed it because it's now often doing the analysis. It can be me talking with Jade Edwards. So it's just me and another female.
Yeah.
She's a racing driver. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to be at a motorsport event where on screen you've just got two women talking. It's not a woman and four men talking.
Yeah.
It's not a woman talking to men. It's just two women talking about motorsport. And it's actually gained quite a lot of sort of comments. People have noticed it and said
Good
it's
or
amazing.
bad?
Good.
Okay, amazing.
And it's been the men that have picked up on it, and Paul actually picked up on it and posted it on his social, and I was like, this is what we need. We need more men to support us, to make it the norm and to make it okay, and not like, oh, well, there's something else. And I think back to the original point that you were making about, you know, women are against each other. I think that's because back in the day, there was only one woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Token.
like, it was the token woman and then all the men. So we had to be pitted against each other.
Yeah.
Because it was you or you. Whereas now it's like, no.
We can have
There is
all of
space
you.
for all of
Yeah.
us.
Because I remember working with an agent way back in the day, at the very start of my career, or I was going to work with him maybe, and I remember him saying he had another male cycling presenter on his books, and he said, well, yeah, if I sign you, then you can be sure that whenever anyone wants a female presenter, you're in the mix. And I said, no. If anybody wants
A presenter, yeah.
I want to be in that mix. There's no way boxing me is where I'm going to be comfortable. But I do feel that has changed.
Yes, I think so as well. Yeah. I think you just realise that there's space for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't need to, in the workplace anyway, you don't need to be pissed against each other. And, back to, I went to an all-girls school and my girlfriends are like the fiercely loyalist group of girls that have got me through everything. So I loved it, absolutely loved it. And I would want my daughter to do exactly the same thing.
What kind of lessons do you hope to teach your son and daughter about what it is to be a woman in the modern era?
Well, I think that is what's nice about going away to work in a way. Like the kids do really appreciate that. It was really funny. I was talking to Orlando, who's 4, the other day.
Beautiful names of your kids, by the way.
Well, bless. Orlando, I just really like the name. Obviously, it's now been shortened to Lando, and obviously there might be a famous racing driver called Lando Norris, which at the time I didn't make the connection.
Oh, no.
So if you are watching, I didn't name my child after Lando Norris. But
my name, by the way, always autocorrects as Orlando.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's the other day when I was messaging, I was like, oh no, that's my child. But yeah, so Orlando, we were just talking about Daddy being at work and Mummy going to work, and he just was like, yeah, but Daddy doesn't like his work, and you love your work, Mummy. You have such a fun job. You're so happy with your work. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad that he, I've never said that to him, but he's obviously noticed that and taken that on board. And is obviously they're aware that I'm away working, but I'm glad that they know that I'm going away to a job that I really enjoy. And come back to. But yeah, I guess what would I want to teach them? I think it's got to be the respect of women, but also that we're now, equal is a weird word, isn't it? But I feel like there's been so many generations where we've tried to be equal, but actually we're now at a point where we kind of can. But it's all about that. You've got to, support whoever it is that you're living with at home and understand each other and care for each other, be kind to each other. I did see something recently where it was about if you are part with your partner or husband, wife, whatever, that it's not always about reliant on that other person to help you. It's like you've got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Which I think is also true, because I think sometimes I do definitely blame my husband. I'm going off on a tangent now, but I do sometimes blame my husband like I was earlier. It's like, well, it's your responsibility for telling me that I need to be ready an hour earlier. And it's actually like, well, is it? Is it? So maybe you've got to kind of look to yourself first and take responsibility before, you ask the people around you to take responsibility for it.
I also think good friends can help to save a relationship, as in we buy into this outdated romantic model that your husband, your partner, should be everything to you. So if he's not being as supportive as you need, or he's not being as attentive as you need, then that's a problem with the relationship, when actually you need different people for different things. And maybe he's not the person who has to give you all of that. And actually, I go to my friends to confide, to share, to let... my husband knows me better than anyone else. We've been together forever. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to share all my thoughts with him, but I will with my girlfriends. And because I can, that means I don't need that from him quite so much.
That's so true. Well, and also there are certain things, particularly when it's with the kids.
I don't want him knowing.
It's like, I was like, are you actually ever going to read a book or anything about how to bring up children? It's like, because winging it is fine, but actually there are some really useful books out there that are actually really supportive when it comes to parenting. Whereas I feel like all the other mums, or my good friends anyway, we're all doing that, we're all learning together, but we're also researching and really looking into it so we can share that information. Whereas I think my husband just thinks it just happens. It's well, you're just natural parents. It's like, well, we've all got to work at it. It's all a massive
we've got to learn the lessons
process
from the people before us.
Yeah, exactly.
Which brings me, Nikki, sadly to our last question, because we've run out of time. But when we're talking about learning lessons from people before us, when you get to, if we're lucky enough to get to the advanced stage in life and you're sitting in that rocking chair and looking back at the life that you've lived, what do you think you'll be most proud of?
Oh, good question. Most proud of. Well, hopefully, if I still have 3 healthy, happy, beautiful children that might be looking after me and my husband, I think it would be able to nurture those relationships. You know, it's definitely hard to juggle the work side at the same time. But I think the reason that I am ambitious is because, yes, I enjoy my job, but it's because I want to give them the best life and I want to be able to provide for them. And, you know, it might sound materialistic, but I want to be able to take them on holiday. Oh, I cannot wait to take them on their first ski trip. Like all of these things.
Experiences.
All those experiences, exactly. And I just want them to, you know, ooze with confidence and, you know, kindness and happiness. And just, I hope they also have a really good relationship between the 3 of them as well, because I think that's also just as important. You know, it's not necessarily just about the parent-child relationship. It's about the sibling relationships as well, because that's going to be so important for future. So yeah, I think if we can master that, that's what I will be proud of.
Love it. Nikki, thank you so much.
Will I get there?
Drink your sisterly. You've got the best possible chance of getting there. Keep your vitamins up.
Down it now.
Thank you, Nikki. Good luck in Monaco this week and for the rest of the season.
Thanks for being so lovely and amazing, as always.